Hey friends, welcome back. Today we're pulling back the curtain. We're talking dollars, cents, and reality checks. If you've been dreaming of self publishing your book, it's easy to imagine. You just need a final draft and click publish. But in truth, self publishing costs real money if you want it to look and feel professional. We'll walk through what it really costs from editing to cover design, formatting to marketing, so you go with your eyes wide open and ready. Let's get started. Why self publishing and starting a small business? Well, self publishing isn't just writing a book, it's like starting a small business. And according to Media Shift, once the writing's done, there's editing, cover design, formatting, possibly marketing, and even logistics if you print. If you treat it like a hobby, maybe you can cut corners. But if you want a book that feels polished and can actually find readers, you need to budget for real expenses. There are core costs and what you should probably be budgeting for. So here's the breakdown. Based roughly on a 70,000 word manuscript of major costs, many indie authors should expect this breakdown. So, for developmental editing, this is the big picture edit. You're looking at plot, structure, pacing, overall consistency. According to Media Shift, this could run you, depending on the editor's rate and how much work your manuscript needs, it could cost $2,000 to $18,000. Skimping here is risky and it's like launching a product without quality assurance testing. Mistakes or story problems that stick can undermine everything. Next is copy editing. This is line, grammar, proofing. Once the big structural stuff is solid and a copy or line editor polishes your grammar, punctuation, clarity, and consistency, this cost can range from $800 to $7,000, depending on how much editing is needed, depending on how long your book is. The next thing you're going to have to be thinking about in your budget is your cover design. Book covers are like your front door. First impressions matter. And if you want a professionally made custom cover, you can expect anywhere from $150 to $3,000, depending on the designer. Yes, you can find cheaper pre-made covers, but a generic or amateur-looking cover can hurt your book's chances, especially in crowded marketplaces. Interior formatting. Let's think about this budget. This is the print or digital. Formatting this, turning your manuscript into a properly formatted ebook or print-ready file, can be done by yourself for free if you're comfortable, or it can be outsourced. If you hire it out, you can expect to pay $150 to $2,000 and more, depending on the complexity of your images and your layout. So think about that budget. Next on the budget is your ISBN. This is for print books, library books, retail books. If you want to control publishing rights and list yourself as the publisher rather than a generic distributor, you may want to purchase your own ISBNs. In the US, that costs around $125 for a single ISBN, or is discounted if you buy them in bulk, according to Media Shift. All right, so next we're going to think about the extras. What are some authors paying for? There's extras like marketing and PR. Getting your book noticed often involves more than just listing it. Blog tours, ads, promotions, outreach. Media Shift notes that you may hire help anywhere from a small hourly rate to, in serious campaigns, thousands per month. Even 10 to 40 hours of marketing with the modest rates adds up, and many authors underestimate how time-intensive marketing becomes. You're also going to be paying for paid reviews and early reviews. Some authors opt for professional reviews from services that charge before they launch. This can be credible, but they're another cost to consider. And then you've got your print on demand and copies for yourself, your book copies. If you print physical copies through a print on demand, or small print. This may cost money for the proof copies, printing setup, and while print on demand often avoids large upfront costs, there are still expenses, especially if you want professional quality printing or multiple formats. So, what does this mean, this reality check? The bottom line is a realistic self publishing budget. If you want a quality book, it can range from a few $100s if you do it DIY to several thousands of dollars if you outsource editing, formatting, design, and marketing. If your manuscript needs heavy editing or if you want a strong launch push, that higher end isn't luxury. It's what separates an amateur ebook from a professional looking book. In short, self publishing can be inexpensive, but high quality self publishing costs what serious small businesses cost because that's what you're running. So let's close this down in summary. As advice for authors, if you're going to self publish, treat it like a business, not a hobby. Budget wisely, don't skimp on editing or design if you want readers to take you seriously. And if you're on a tight budget, maybe start by investing in one or two key things like a good cover and copy editing while you grow slowly. And use free DIY for now, but commit to revisiting quality upgrades later. Maybe a new cover, professional formatting, better editing. If you want, I can put together a cost range worksheet for you to help you itemize your plans for your book. Let me know. I will be glad to talk to you more about it.